So here's the mistake that most guys make in marketing their painting business. They get lost in the trade itself. Let me explain that to you, all right? So they get lost in being a painter. If they could set that down, if they could say, hey, I'm not a painter, and set that down and see the forest for the trees, they would be a lot better off. Painters in general, they market themselves too wide. Sorry, I only got so much screen. They market themselves too wide, okay? And for that reason, they get lost in the pack, all right? What they do is they say, hey, I'm Bradley's Painting, interior, exterior, residential, commercial, blah, 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 this or that. And they put out all these advertisements and stuff and post and all this on social media that shows this. In 1 week on social media, you'll see them doing an interior. The next week they're doing an exterior. The next week they're doing cabinets. The next week they're painting a pole barn. And the problem is really what ends up happening is they end up slowing down and losing work because they get lost in the pack. What they should have done is said, hey, we're Bradley's cabinet painters, or we're Bradley's deck painters, or niche. You need to niche in order to win in the painting trade. You have to. When you see a doctor, when you see a lawyer, you see a dentist, you see all these other professions out there, what is the first thing that these guys do? What's the first thing that they do? They take on a specialty. They specialize in something, okay? Let me tell you why. Because when you specialize in something, you become sought after, all right? You separate yourself from the pack. Now you're out in front of guys, okay? Let's say somebody has an exterior that's aluminum, all right? And you specialize in aluminum, painting aluminum exterior, painting aluminum siding, painting aluminum buildings. Let's say you have a specialty coating system for aluminum. Sorry about that. This pulls you from the pack and sets you out in front of them. Now we got rid of all those other guys. Now you're out in front, and maybe you got a couple people to compete against, right? But you have content out there. You have niche specific content that says, hey, whatever the business name may be. I don't know. You'd have to play with that. Lumatex painting or something like that, right? When you do this, you become valuable in the eyes of a consumer. Somebody that, this is what I found about consumers. Contrary to your beliefs that they're looking for the lowest price, contrary to that, it's not true. It's not true. What I've found is consumers are looking for the best person for the job. The price is a factor, but it's usually never the main factor. I sell jobs constantly because I specialize in something. I sell jobs constantly at 40 to 60% higher than my competition. Why? Because they're lost in the pack. They're back here with all these other guys that do everything. And so the consumer doesn't have the confidence in them. They don't have the confidence in them that they're going to do a great job or that they know what they're doing. But when you specialize in something, you're saying, hey, I know what I'm doing with this. I'm the best at it. You should hire me. Once you start putting some content behind that and a brand behind that, that becomes extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. It will change your life. Powerful. Here's why. I want you to think about this for a second. I'm going to end this video because this video is getting a little bit too long. I told you guys before, sometimes my wording doesn't come out perfectly. You have to watch it and let me work it through, okay? Every day, I want you to think about this. You do it subconsciously. You don't even realize that you're doing it, but every single day you buy based on brand. Every day of your life. Every single day. And you buy the brand that you know specializes in whatever it is that you're looking for. Think about it. When you buy toothpaste, what do you buy? What do you buy? You buy Crest or Colgate, right? Right? Why? Because you know that Crest and Colgate have been making toothpaste forever. Right? It makes sense, right? Huh? It's so simple, but it makes sense. When you buy a pair of shoes, what do you buy? What do you buy? You buy Nike, you buy Reebok, you buy Adidas. Why? Why? Because you're confident that they make good shoes. You have to do that with your painting business to win. If you can't do that, you need to quit now because you will not make it. Niche to win or be gone.